Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be discussing my oh wow, I just jumped 3 months ahead. My September TBR. I was about to say my December TBR. No. My September TBR. This month is going to be an interesting one because I currently have a free trial for an app where you can get ebooks and audiobooks and magazines and podcasts, and I thought it would be an interesting thing to do, or an experiment to do, to listen to a couple of audiobooks to see whether I like the audiobook format and whether I want to keep my subscription with this service. So the service that I'm currently using a free trial of is called SCRIBD. I will put a picture of the logo on the screen and I will put a link in the description so that you can check it out for yourselves, should you want to. But I thought I would try to do almost all of my books this month on audiobook and see whether or not I like listening to audiobooks as opposed to reading physical books or not. So I thought we would go through the list of the audiobooks that I've saved here, and then I can choose from them, and then I will have my September TBR. I will also say that I'm still busy reading Holding Up the Universe by Niven at this current moment, so I will be reading some physical book this month. I was thinking of rolling over One Day by David Nichols as well from my August TBR, because I didn't get around to this book. So I might roll this over, but I'm going to try to prioritize audiobooks this month. So I'm currently listening to Far From the Madding Crowd on audiobook through SCRIBD, and I'm making progress, which is a good thing because I started reading this book in January. Let's just put it at that. And I am not even halfway through yet. So on my list, I might do a little screen recording and then put it on screen next to me so that you can see what I'm seeing. On my list, underneath Far From the Madding Crowd, I have Out of Love by Hazel Hayes, which I also have in physical form, which I have already read, but she narrates her own audiobook, which I thought would be interesting to listen to. I hope this is the one that she narrates. I don't think there is another one, so. Then I also have I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy, which is a memoir about her relationship with her mom, and her relationship with her mom, I think, sort of after her mom died, and how she has now come to terms with what has transpired in her life. She's had a very hard life. So I'm very interested in that one. I'll just say that. Then I also have Do Hard Things, Why We Get Resilience Wrong and the Surprising Science of what? Real Toughness. And then I have After Sappho, Pain Studies, 4,000 Weeks, Time Management for Mortals, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, the Sunday Times bestseller. Don't know why that was in the title, but okay. 77 Days of February, Living and Dying in Ukraine, told by the nation's own journalists. And then I have the ebook version of I'm Glad My Mom Died as well. So those are my options. And so far, I have to finish Far From the Madding Crowd at some point in this year. So that's on my list. But that's besides the point. So far, I think I'm going to go with I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy, because I've heard a lot of really good things about this book and I'm very intrigued. Then next I think I'm gonna go with Pain Studies by Lisa Olstein, narrated by Lind Hook. Oh, Jennette McCurdy also narrates her own audiobook, so that will be great. The description says, in this extended lyric essay, a poet mines her lifelong experience with migraines to deliver a cultural history of pain, how we experience, express, treat, and mistreat it. So I thought that sounded very interesting, so I'm gonna put that one on my list. So far I'm listening to 9 hours of audiobook this month. And then I think I'm also going to add The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hugo, because I've wanted to read this book for a long time, but have not gotten my hands on a physical copy yet. And while I have a free trial of this service, I might as well listen to The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hugo, narrated by Alma Cuervo and Julia Whelan. It's very interesting to have two narrators. I've never listened to an audiobook with more than one narrator. So that'll be very interesting. I also am very interested in the 77 Days of February, about the Ukraine war. So I think I'm going to add that one on as a back-end listen. If I finish all of the other ones in time for my free trial to end, then I will also listen to 77 Days of February. Realistically, I would like to listen to all of these books that I've saved here, but I know that that is not really possible because all of them combined add up to 65 hours of listening, which, I mean, is like 3 days, not even. No, it is. It's almost 4 days of listening, but I do have a lot of other things to be doing in my day-to-day life where I can't be listening to an audiobook in the background. So, on my TBR is I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy, Pain Studies by Lisa Olstein, The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and then possibly 77 Days of Ukraine by all the reporters for the Reporters magazine. And then also Holding Up the Universe, which is my physical copy. I'm going to try and finish this weekend because I don't have, it's not that much more than I need to read, but hopefully I can finish this one soon, and then I will also be listening to these on audiobook in my day-to-day life whenever I get the chance. Maybe I will be able to read more books this month by listening to them on audiobook than I have been able to do for the rest of this year so far. But we shall see. Thank you very much for joining me on this escapade through my new audiobook subscription service, potentially. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you again next week with another video, so I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I shall see you then. Bye.